Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we will be making a scenario where Germany forms an empire in 2022. And also this video was inspired by Addizzpro, and also this video isn't likely to happen. Like Germany wouldn't create an empire in 2022, or yeah, something similar like that. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so first here we gonna head on to Europe. As we can see, Germany is gonna be represented by the color red, and the country that Germany invade would be represented by the color blue. Okay, now let's get started with this. Well, since actually Germany military isn't that strong, and yeah, so if they kind of get into a like, fight with some particularly strong country, so it's likely that Germany might lose. And also, in this war, we will have that all the European Union and NATO is dissolved, so it will make it a little more fun. So that means it's every country for themselves. Okay, now let's get to Germany. Now we can see that Germany first declared war on Denmark because yeah, Denmark military isn't that strong. Okay, so first we can see that German troops started to made a surprise invasion into Denmark and continue pushing into the country. And eventually, since their militaries are not strong, they eventually surrendered to the country of Germany. Okay, so in the peace treaty, we can see that Germany has annexed some of Denmark land over here, and yeah, and now since they're done with the previous northern border, they start to focus their eye on Poland, which is yeah, they claim the Polish and wanted the Poland to give back their old lands, and particularly it's kind of like this big. Well, yeah, that's a lot of Poland. It's like half of Poland. So yeah, when Germany send the list to that and Poland refuses, and then Germany declared war on Poland. And so yeah, the war began. Okay, we can see that at the start of the war, we can see German force started to push from the north of Poland and catching the coastline. And which it is soon after the campaign from the south has started as well. And now the German force starts to mobilize and taking a lot of Polish country. And which now, since more the Polish force are mobilized, and they continue to push the German back. They also made some encirclement here, but eventually the German force are still able to hold it off, which is allowing the German, and they send it more troops. With more troops are at the front line, the Germans start its second campaign through. And this is also a major campaign. They've pushed it through Polish and were able to meet up with the surrounded country, the surrounded force. And soon, eventually, all of Polish e-access is now been cut off. And yeah, they continue to push through. And which there's also this part of country over here is kind of from Russia. And yeah, Germany also declared war on that. But not on Russia, but on Kaliningrad, and also the Russian didn't really care that much. Okay, which now we have Russian force are at Kaliningrad and started to move to Poland. And yeah, but with this, the German force start continue to push through Poland and inside of Warsaw. Since now the Kaliningrad force are at the Polish front line, they were able to help out and push the German back at the north a little, and managed to get back the sea at the coastline of Poland. With this, yeah, we can also see that Slovakia, yeah, no, wait, yeah, Slovakia joining on the war as well. But it's not like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but yeah, let's just put them in the blue side. With this, Slovakia were able to help the Polish force push the German back from the south. And eventually, we have an establishment of a front line. And now we can see that the German force starting to move their navy to the coastline of Poland and Kaliningrad. And now a landing in Kaliningrad has been take place and the whole place fall. And now starting to move to Poland. And then the coast was captured again, and yeah, now we can see that Warsaw has been captured, and the surrender of Poland, and also went involved with Slovakia as well. Okay, so here we have the peace treaty. We can see that Germany has gained back their land since World War One, and also Poland is now a puppet state of Germany. And now, yeah, and since and now they focus on Austria. Since Austria has a lot of ethnic Germans there, and also they're trying to get German, the German Confederation or the Holy Roman Empire. So they decided to move their force through Austria. With this, the Austrian, well, yeah, let them in. And now we can see that a union has been formed. With this, yeah, Germany also kind of declared war on Slovenia, so they can format their Holy Roman Empire thing. With this, Croatia also joined in, which then made it Serbia wanted to join the side of Germany, so that it can get land from Croatia. And yeah, with this, we can see that German force advanced it through the country and capturing a lot of the country. And as we look at Croatia, we see that Serbian force started to push through Croatia. And yeah, and now we can see Croatia is now split into two, and all the coastline has been captured. Which this, the Croatian surrendered. Okay, so here's the border. We can see that Germany kind of annexed all of Slovenia and taken all the coast of Croatia. And Serbia, they kind of take a part of Croatia, and what's left here is Croatia itself. Okay, now since they've almost taken all the Central Europe, now they've kind of focused. Yeah, so then they declared war on Czechia, which it lead into the following of Slovenia joining on the war. With this, we can see that, um, yeah, now this is what's going to happen first. Since Germany is now strong, they've pushed into the country easily and eventually taking over Croatia and, no, sorry, Czechia, and now the country surrendered. But then, yes, Slovenia fall. Okay, so yeah, so here we can see that Germany has annexed of Czechia and Slovakia is now a puppet state of Germany. Which does bring us to the end of the video. And thank you guys for watching till the end of the video. And if you enjoyed, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new contents like this. Again, this video was inspired by Addizzpro, and yeah, see you next time.